And we'll
Okay.
come back. So it's just a mini one because we're talking a lot about the press and how they can't be trusted and things of that nature. And then, it's reasonable. There's a story. It does relate to vaping, but I'm not going to go on about vaping and talk about the flavors that I like and shit. We'll have to do that separately sometime. But I do vape. I enjoy vaping. I'm a hobbyist with it. I do enjoy it. I like the stuff. Some people have died. Now, the UK press reporting reasonably accurately on it for a while, but this is just, I want to use this as an example. If they lie about this, even lies through omission, what else would they lie about? A story popped up on BBC News. There it is. Second US death linked to vaping is reported in Oregon. So they popped that up on the Twitter for us, which is really, really nice of them. And let's just bring the story up on the BBC. There it is. So second death linked. They put it as the byline underneath the image of someone vaping on a chav pen there. A second person has died in the US from a severe lung disease apparently caused by vaping. Public health officials in the state of Oregon have said. So vaping, the catch-all term, vaping. Just dead. Then it says the person was said to have fallen ill after trying a product bought at a dispensary for recreational cannabis. All the people that have died or gotten ill recently were vaping THC, a cannabis like produced fuck knows where. So it turns out, I dug this up on The Hill, investigators have identified vitamin E in vaping products as common thread in lung illness. So they're saying an excess of vitamin E, which has like an oil-like effect on the human body when inhaled, that's probably what's causing it. And it's not found in regular e-liquids. It's found in some of the THC products. But here's the thing. In the UK, they started off saying it was THC, then they went quiet. Now they've come back with this vaping. In the US, it was vaping, 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 vaping. So now the facts don't matter. The headlines are in people's heads. This is how it works with everything. With the press, they don't even have to lie for long. They just have to mislead long enough with headlines. People read headlines and consider themselves fucking educated. If they'll do this with shit like vaping, which the Royal College of Physicians say is a less harmful alternative to smoking. Nobody said safe. Less harmful. But they're omitting something really important. And this is a problem because we should be letting people know, careful vaping that shit. You don't know where it was made. It could have pesticides in it, oils in it. You don't want to vape oil. Vaping oil will fuck you up, as some of these people know right now. Be fucking careful. But they've used the catch-all term vaping. If someone's addicted to crack, you don't blame it on smoking. But you got to smoke that, right? So why don't we say another person addicted to deadly chemicals because of smoking? No, they don't do that. It's crack. It's cocaine. It's marijuana. But now marijuana gets a pass because we can go after something else. This model applies to almost everything you read in the mainstream media. It's not down to a lot of the journalists. A lot of people are in the media who passionately believe in breaking stories, in bringing the truth to the people. But the headline writers, they're more in line with the fucking money guys. Big Pharma lobby the shit out of anti-vaping legislation because they don't like it. They want to sell you more patches that you won't quite succeed quitting with. I'm not a fucking idiot, despite appearances. I know this probably isn't good for me, but I do know it's a lot better for me than smoking, and it will help, hopefully, give me more time to spend with my son and my wife as I get older, because I was a heavy smoker. I couldn't quit. I was weak. I struggled terribly, even fell off the vaping wagon a few times. I enjoyed smoking. I was very, very good at it. I found something that helped me quit. Whereas patches never did. Nasal sprays never did. Fucking those chewing gums never did. None of that shit worked for me. I lack the willpower. Vaping worked. My chest was never all that severely impacted by smoking, but it was more congested, it was more full of phlegm. You know, the last checkup I had, much clearer. But none of this matters because it's evil. It's bad. We've been sold it, packaged it in a headline. And as I said, it's not really about vaping. It's about the fact that Brexit, the US, the Middle East were sold headlines. People buy into them. Hook, line, and fucking sinker. All of us were all manipulated by the media, by social media, by our peers. And this is how that shit works. And if they lie to you about this shit, you can bet your fucking bottom dollar they'll lie to you about important shit like Brexit or fucking peace talks or anything else. And they'll sit on shit until they can use it. It's a business. That's all any of this stuff is. And anyone that thinks they're more informed because, hey, I only listen to the alternative media, not the mainstream media. Guys, hate to break it to you, most of the people in alternative media, the overwhelming majority of people in alternative media are not journalists. They read the mainstream media and then give you their opinion on what they've read as to whether they think it's true or not. That's how it really works. Even if you don't watch it, you're consuming it one way or another. And what the trick is to consume more of it and then compare the shit out of it and dig a little bit deeper, because they always put the truth somewhere, but only after they've sold you what they want you to buy. Only after. There we go, Graham. That's my media tantrum done for tonight. And we're about an hour and 20 minutes as well.